So, you have anything on your agenda over there?
I had one thing. It's from Total Food, actually.
Total food.
Yeah. So, kind of going along the same vein that we're going on, creative ways to engage influencers for restaurant marketing. So, let me bring that up for you guys. So, I love this because Total Food, this was on the front page of Total Food, and they're talking about influencers within the restaurant industry, but we can take that and apply it to the food equipment industry too. Let me just read a little bit of what they're talking about. With so many options to choose from when dining out, how do consumers decide where to spend their hard-earned dollars? As social media marketing has moved into the mainstream, more consumers rely on the options of a group of highly influential social media users known as influencers. When they make decisions about where to eat, drink, shop, think of it as word of mouth marketing for the digital age. So it's something that we've been talking about forever. It's like these companies need to be able to give their brand over to somebody who people already trust, and let them do what they say. I'll tell you, when I'm trying to decide somewhere cool to eat or something like that, I go to the people that I know are always at cool spaces.
Yeah.
And that's where I go.
It's true.
know? And
I mean, we're on IG. We're just like looking. I'm like, oh, let me see what this guy's. Oh, okay. Because people are like, hey, listen, especially even if it's just could be entertaining for business dinners. I have people that come in like, hey, I really want to get together for dinner. I'm going to be in your area. Where do we go? And I'm like, oh god,
yeah.
I feel like I got older and I'm a little out of touch. But I just got to go to my IG. I'm like, let me see where this goes. All right, that looks like a good spot. It's the truth.
Yeah,
like you trust them.
For example, I had a friend of mine tell me after the Christmas party, they're like, oh, there's this place that I really want to try out. It's called Ventanas, right? Which is windows in Spanish. And I was like, never heard of it. I feel so out of touch. I'm like, yeah, I've heard of it, blah, 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 pretending like I was cool, And then like last night I was talking with my younger brother who's, mid 20s, and he's telling me, so there's this hot spot because he's a bartender and stuff. So there's this hot spot called Ventanas, we need to go. And I just remember thinking, damn, I'm completely out of touch, but there's a whole bunch of people that are going to the same place, and everybody knows about it only because of Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. How does that parallel to food equipment, do you think? The idea of influencers. Like, what would they be influencing?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm going to consider myself a modern day food equipment influencer. There's a lot of them out there. They're just not utilizing social media, right?
Right.
So we'll talk about, hey, Boomer. You got those guys from that different generations. It's generational. So they're influencing in different ways. There's plenty of influencers out there. I mean, gosh, let me just think of some reps and dealers in the area, like Joe Ferry. Like, shout out to Joe Ferry, Pasenka Ferry. He's an influencer. Okay. Right. He's been a rep. He's been around for 30 plus 40, maybe 30, 40 years in the industry. He knows the ins and outs of it. He knows the inner workings. He knows everything about it. He knows the equipment that they're repping. And when restaurants are opening and different places are opening, he is influencing what equipment goes into these spaces.
Right.
He's just not doing it online yet.
Right.
But he's gonna, because Joe's got some information and he's gonna get on board in 2020. But there's so many influencers in the food equipment world. They're just not here doing what we're doing.
Right.
The whole point of what we're doing, and that's what we're trying to explain through the Fed group, through the Fed conference, to get people involved more doing stuff like this.
Right.
Building your brands, to get the industry noisy, as Ani from Hobart said, how do we make this go viral? We make it go viral by everybody starting to do this very thing, whether it's going live on show, putting stuff out on a regular basis on all those platforms that matter, and attracting new talent. The new talent is here.
Yeah,
they're on the phone. So there's so many influences. I'm influencing equipment all the time.
Evan from Univex said it perfectly. Univex Corporation works with some major influencers in the bakery world. Let me see what else he said. It's more than that, though. It's the relationship beyond just the advertising that makes it all worth it.
Yeah, I mean that's it. And then to piggyback on that, on the relationship that makes it worth it at the end, Evan is on point. We're building stronger relationships than ever.
Right.
We're taking things outside of our offices and our warehouse and our building. And I don't want to keep promoting the Fed group here and talking about that, but that is the point of the Fed group.
Right.
To build relationships better, stronger, to break down walls, build bridges, change perceptions, get us all into reality, working on the same page, and promoting the equipment, influencing the equipment that we know belongs in a lot of these establishments.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very simple model and it's been around forever. You have people's attention. Let's say you have 1,000 people's attention. Now, who would benefit from that attention? Maybe a brand that's bigger than you would like to pay you money to get access to the attention that you're getting. And that's as simple as it gets. This show gets the attention of people in the food equipment service industry or manufacturers. Who would pay us to get access to this audience? We're already in talks with people, but it could be anybody that wants to target business owners, anybody that wants to target professionals, people of a certain age, and it all breaks down to that very simply. It's just a matter of understanding the format, like what is advertising really,
Yeah. So, to close this all together and bring it all together with influencer marketing and food equipment influencing service, the whole embodiment of it all, it comes down to doing things out of the norm that was regular for this business and industry for 100 years, and getting to these platforms, talking about who you are, where your company comes from, who's the people behind it all, what are the differentiators. So many of us are all doing and selling, providing the same thing, but there's differentiators, and for us, I always say it's the people. For us, it's our people.
I mean, just from this article, one of the highlights is having positive relationship with influencers can make or break a restaurant. A social media star can drive thousands of fans into a restaurant just by posting a single photo or by tagging the business in a photo.
Look at Barstool Sports.
Barstool Sports.
Davey Page Views, El Presidente, whatever you want to call him, Dave Portnoy. The man is going around to pizzerias all over the country, giving them the one bite scores. And when you see, I think he just did one in Philly not too long ago. The line was out the friggin' door.
Oh yeah,
the next day.
I just watched one from here in Jersey, where he was in Jersey City.
He was in Raza and Porta.
Yeah,
you want to go there tonight?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, we did Porta.
We did Porta.
I don't know what we gave it though. I think it was a little higher than what he gave.
It was like 7 something.
Yeah.
What did he give it?
He gave it a 7.1.
We're kind of dead on. Look at that.
I think we might have gave it around 7.5 maybe.
Wow.